Deanne Alexi. Welcome to Cali's Best Radio Show.
Thank you, Miss Lashaun Turner. Thank you for having me.
Hi.
KCAA Radio. Hi.
We're finally here. How?
What's up, fam? Yes.
What's up? I feel the energy all the way down the coast.
Yes.
let our listen,
Yeah.
let our
You
listeners
have
know
to.
where you're calling in from.
Oh, man. Hey, fam. What's up? What's up? What's up? I love y'all. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Miss Lashaun Turner, for this opportunity to be on your radio today. And I am live from San Francisco, the Bay
San
Area, repping
Francisco.
415.
The Bay, the Yay area. I was there last month,
Yay.
and it was beautiful.
Really?
Yes, it was beautiful
Ah.
those days. I was there from like the 16th to the 19th. I should have hit you up or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because I know all the food spots out here. You would have been taken care of. Yeah.
I like foods. Well, maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
Well, go ahead and let our listeners know a little bit about yourself.
Oh my goodness, thank you. So, fam, a little bit about myself. I'm Filipina American. My name is Deanne Alexi. And basically, I was born in Baguio City, Philippines. So if there's any Filipinos in the house tonight listening, I was born in Baguio City. And then I came to the United States at the age of 7 years old. And I've been in the Bay Area ever since. And I've been singing since I was about the age of 4. So all I know, all I live and eat and breathe is music, lyrics, and just all kinds of good fun in life,
Wow. Now, did you come from musical background? Parents, sisters, siblings, anybody else?
Yes, I am actually. So my mom's side and my dad's side are both very musically inclined. I'm actually the niece of, some people may know, of Jeremy S.F. Passion. And so he's very well known in the Bay Area, and also he became a viral YouTube artist. So shout out to my client Jeremy
yeah.
S.F. Passion, and he's really good friends with like Tori Kelly and them. And then I have a younger cousin. Her name is Hannah Bautista. She's a Broadway artist, and she's performed in the Orpheum Theater and done national tours around the country. So we're kind of
Wow.
we kind of have no choice.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you were born with it if you've been singing since 4. And for the listeners,
Yes,
I've heard your song. And actually, I played some music from you on my show once before, and it was just so beautiful and melodic. But go ahead and let the listeners
ma'am.
know sort of what your musical style is and where you would say your influences came from.
Okay, so basically my musical style are the genres of pop, soul, R&B. I do some jazz, and I've dabbled into hip-hop trap with my recent song Dad, and also gospel music, because I'm a gospel music at heart. Yeah.
Okay, so gospel
And
artist
so,
at heart.
yeah,
Absolutely. All
yeah,
right.
yeah, definitely. So what was the second question, Miss LaShawn Turner? Sorry.
Oh, your musical style, and who would you say sort of influenced it as far as any artist out there today or in the past?
Oh, man. Okay, so I didn't always sound like this, right? I came into this country in the United States barely knowing a lick of English, honestly, to tell you the truth. So the way I studied and learned pop culture and the English language really was through 3 albums that I received from my aunties when I first came to the country, which were Crazy in Love by Beyonce. Everybody knows. You have to know that, please. If you don't, man, you're in trouble.
Absolutely. Crazy in Love.
Number 2, yes, Crazy in Love. Number 2 was Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears. So, all your Britney Spears lovers out there. And then I forgot the name of the album, but it was from Backstreet Boys, and they were all wearing denim. So those were my first 3 albums, and Lizzie McGuire. Like, that was my 4 solid. Seriously.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, it doesn't, well, that's a kind of you went from Beyonce to Backstreet Boys to that's a little all over the place, but in a good
It
way.
is.
In a good way because your own style is not boxed in. You just named off just about every genre: pop, soul, R&B, jazz, hip hop, gospel. I mean, you're not you have a lot of range there and outside of the box, so that's a very good thing. Now, in particular, do you go back and forth to the Philippines now, or how is your music received over there?
Oh, okay. So I haven't been back in the Philippines since I was 7 years old, right? So one of the things that I plan to do is get my music out to the Filipino community. There's a Filipino festival that happens here every year in San Francisco, and so I'm a big part of. I have been a big part in the past of the Filipino festival, and also my dad, my father, Jim, owns a resort in the Philippines. So he's been playing some of my music in hotel. Now, if you guys are in Coron, Palawan Islands, Casa Montemar is my dad's hotel resort, and he has a few locations in the Philippines. And so a lot of his hotel guests, like to ask, who's that on the radio right now at the hotel? And he says, that's my daughter from the United States.
Oh,
So,
how proud he
yeah.
must be. How proud he must be. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, you're going to make me cry. Oh,
No, that's awesome. And so,
oh.
in fact, the song that we have here is entitled Dad. You want to tell us about that?
Oh, there we go. Segued right into it. Okay, so Dad is a song I wrote ultimately about my relationship with God. I'm saying it outright right now. I am a believer of Jesus Christ, my personal Savior in my life. I wouldn't be alive today. I wouldn't be sitting in front of you today talking to you if it wasn't for God, my Savior, my Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. That song was about my personal relationship with God because my father wasn't in my life. I haven't seen my father, my biological dad, Jim, in over 20 years. And quite recently, I had a vision of seeing my father walking right into my house last year. And this year, he came into my house exactly how I saw it in the vision,
Oh,
wearing the
wow.
same exact clothes. I don't know how to explain it. It's quite supernatural. Somehow, the immigration system with the Filipinos have been something of a battle coming in here, and so that's been a Filipino struggle, but also a Filipino triumph is the immigration system that has separated families. And we all know that politically speaking, during this Donald Trump administration, that is the biggest issue is families being separated. And that's exactly what happened with me and my father
Oh,
and my
wow.
mom. But somehow he was granted a visa to come here this year, thankfully. And so that song became a relationship between my father, and I had a lot of daddy issues. One night I wrote this song. I locked myself in my room. I was crying really hard. I was in my underwear and a shirt. I went inside my bedroom, inside of my sheets, and I just started crying to God because I gave up at that point. I said, Lord, I'm not gonna look for my dad anymore. I'm not gonna even think about seeing him. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. And that's when God downloaded this song into my heart to write this song in 10 minutes while crying and missing my father and thinking about all my relationships. That's brought me to this place of fatherhood, really.
Wow. That is a huge story behind that song. That is a huge
Yeah,
story. And
yeah.
let's go ahead and play the song for our listeners and then come back and talk a little bit more about it, okay? This
Yes,
is
ma'am.
this is Deanne Alexi and the song is Dad.
Right now, right now, right now, yeah. Love you, forever and ever, yeah. Love you, forever and ever. I had you on my mind from the beginning of time, century after century. My baby, you were mine. I will never let go of you. No, no. I will always take care of you. Yeah, yeah. Dad, I will follow you. Dad, I will listen to you. Yeah. Dad, I trust you. You loved me first. I loved you after. It's all for you. Dad, I will follow you. Dad, I will listen to you. Yeah. trust you, you loved me first. I loved you after, it's all for you. I will mend your broken heart. I know when you fall apart, you're a part of my master plan to give you its mind. I have always called you, oh, oh. Let me change and choose you, oh, oh. Dad, I will follow you. Dad, I will listen to you, yeah. Dad, I trust you, you loved me first. I loved you after, it's all for you. Dad, I will follow you. Dad, I will listen to you, yeah. Dad, I trust you, you loved me first. I loved you after, it's all for you. You have the power because of my love. I gave you all my strength to go on up above, beyond what you can do. Oh, yeah. I will provide for you. Yeah. Dad, I will follow you. Dad, I will listen to you, yeah. Dad, I trust you, you loved me first. I loved you after, it's all for you. Dad, I will follow you. Dad, I will listen to you, yeah. Dad, I trust you, you loved me first. I loved you after, it's all for you. Be better than when I was here. I was behind you, I am on time. You will define because you are mine. I am your Alpha and Omega. Be better than when I was here. I was behind you, I am on time. You will define because you are mine. Yeah. I am your Alpha and Omega. Dad, I will follow you. Dad, I will listen to you, yeah. Dad, I trust you, you loved me first. I loved you after, it's all for you. Dad, I will follow you. Dad, I will listen to you, yeah. Dad, I trust you, you loved me first. I loved you after, it's all for you. 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 It's all for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss Deanne Alexi, and the song was entitled Dad. And I thought at first it was going to make me feel sad, but it didn't. It was more the song, the music was hitting my sad bone, but then the words were hitting my this is inspirational bone somehow. And it was an interesting feeling. It was all very powerful though, and your voice is just awesome. Congratulations to you on that.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
So is this off of
man.
is this off of any particular project, or what are you working on now as far as a project?
Yes. So basically, my mixtape, my EP mixtape is coming out before the end of the year, and it's going to be called Uncensored Identity, and it's going to be anywhere between 8 and 10 songs, and I've already finished, and I've accomplished the first half of my goal. This second half of quarter of the year will be the rest of the songs coming up. So in a few weeks, I will be releasing my 6th single called Thirsty. So for all the lovers out there, for everybody in a relationship or thinking about it, that whole journey, Thirsty is the song for you, honey.
Thirsty. All right. So, listeners, be on the lookout for the EP mixtape that'll be dropping sometime by the end of this year, correct? Uncensored Identity.
Yes.
But the next
Yep.
song being released from that is Thirsty, and you might need to check that out. And
Yes.
I want you to sort of speak to, you made this journey and you have this disconnect from your biological father, but he walked back into your life about a year or so ago. Is he still here?
No, unfortunately. So part of that is that he's only allowed by the government to see me for a little bit of time, but he has to go back to the Philippines in order to keep that sort of promise going with the immigration system and us. So he's been granted a multiple visa to come as he pleased for the next 10 years with a 6-month difference in between. It's really harsh out here.
Yeah, it is. It is.
know?
All right, then. So back to the music for a minute. So are you a completely independent artist, or do you have a team? Are you working with a label? What's your production situation?
Okay, yeah. So basically, my team is my husband and some of my friends who help me edit my music. So I am an independent artist. In terms of where the future of my artistry is going to go, hey, if you're a record label listening, if you're a tour manager listening out there, if you're a club owner listening, I would love to get some shows in my schedule and book me. If you have, if you're a YouTuber, collab with me. If you have a movie, I got a bunch of soundtracks for you, from Disney to Dad to Keep Your Head Up to Thirsty to God. I have so much. I'm like a buffet. I'm like Hometown Buffet meets like Kome Asian buffet to like everything. Like, just tell me what to do and I got you. So I'm open with the right deals. But if you're a record label, let's talk. Let's do this business going, and Spotify, everybody, let's just get the royalties going. I love it. Let's not lie. The money's good,
Yeah, well, and that's if that's what you're making music for, it's a business. You definitely want to get the business side of it intact and get your situation. But you can do a lot as an independent now, so you don't have to really strive to be signed. And if you and your friends are putting together that music, I mean, my goodness, if a producer really finds you, they're gonna do some damage. You guys are gonna do some damage because so in San Francisco, where you are there many opportunities for you as far as to open mics and opportunities to share the music with people there locally?
Yeah, definitely. So one of the places that I'm trying to book right now is a place called the Boom Boom Room. Everybody, if you're from the Bay Area, you know what the Boom Boom Room is. And so we have a ton of open mics every week, and also there's just a lot of different events that happens here in the Bay Area, and with the Chase Center opening up, and the Warriors coming in hot with that place. There's just so many traffic happening here in the Bay Area. And iHeartRadio, they have a location here as well. You can see it. It's from the freeway. They're a big red heart. So they're out here too, and I spoke with them as well recently with a lady named Alexis, and so she wanted to kind of get me to see if she could introduce me to, I think his name is Andre, and he is one of the DJs there at 106 KMEL. So we have 106.1 right here, 94.9, 99.7, 96.5, 102.9. Those are some of like the bigger ones here in terms of like the pop, hip hop, jazz industry out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. It sounds like there are some avenues, and that's a good thing. So before we before we run out of time, go ahead and let our listeners know where they can fan and follow you at, and maybe purchase your music.
Oh my gosh, yes. This part is the most delicious part. I like it. So you can see you can purchase my music at iTunes. And it's going to be Deanne Alexi, DEANNE space ALEXI. I'm also on, I'm on Google Music. I'm on Amazon Music. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Spotify. I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm on Tidal. I do have SoundCloud. So if you want to hear my music there, you can also check that out. And all of my platforms, Facebook.com, Instagram.com, Twitter.com. It's all going to be under Deanne Alexi, DEANNE ALEXI. And like, there's so much more. There's Shazam. I'm on that too. And I have 2 YouTube profiles. Deanne Alexi. I have an artist page that's official that has my new music video that just came out, My Bundle of Life, which is a lullaby, a Disney lullaby, dedicated to my daughter, Rain Faith. Shout out to my husband as well for filming that video. And then I also have a personal YouTube page as well, under Deanne Alexi as well. So, and I do food blogs on there. So it's not just music that I do on my personal YouTube page. I do food blogs. So if you're not from the Bay and you're coming here and you want to know what to eat, I have all the bakeries for you. I'm working on getting all the restaurants for you. I'm going around town. I'm eating everything. I'm making films of everything. And I don't care. I will do every single type of video. So just comment below on my subscription on my YouTube, and I'll make a video about it.
All right, then. All right. Well, you guys, you got the whole shebang there. Just Deanne Alexi everywhere. Search her and be sure and support the music. And I appreciate you so much for calling in the Cali's Best Radio Show tonight. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Miss Lashaun. I appreciate you. God bless you. God protect you, and God bless all your endeavors. And may God just bring you to another empire and lift your throne.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a good night.